let's take a quick look at how to use Tor when it is bundled with Vidalia. Vidalia is a graphical user interface, which is pretty handy to have because without it, you're working with command lines only. Most of the options here are things that you are not going to use very much, although under setup relaying there are a few things you'll want to set once and then forget, such as under the General tab here you can choose whether or not Tor starts automatically, whether or not you use a proxy to access the internet, and whether or not you want to share some of your extra bandwidth and run a Tor server. And that's about it. That's all you need to worry about. Button for starting and stopping, completely self-explanatory. If you click on this button, use a new identity. Essentially that means get a new identity. However, it is important to take into consideration that although Tor gives you a new IP address, that's not the only thing that you need to be thinking about if you're trying to remain anonymous online. For example, there's cookies and browser ID sessions. So close out your browser, reopen it, and watch one of my handy videos about cookies so you know how to manage those. View the network opens up an interface which is less than perfect. Essentially what this shows me is my connection point and where traffic is going, and sometimes it can be a little bit inefficient. It'll bounce stuff all over the world, and that's not particularly beneficial. If you're going to have a bunch of bouncing, then it's nice if those bounces are close together and you have as much as possible a straight line. If I want to adjust how this is set up for myself, then I can close off a couple of nodes, and then the network will essentially kind of heals itself. New nodes come in, and if all goes well, then I get a line that's a little bit more straight. Isn't that a lovely map? Takes me right back to high school. That's about it. Tor is so damn simple, I have nothing left to talk about other than how to set it up for Google Chrome. So if you happen to be a Chrome user, what you got to do is click on the wrench, Options, under the hood, change proxy settings, LAN settings, and then use a proxy server. Just type in localhost and then port number 8118 works perfectly. Click OK, close out all that stuff, and then go to check.torproject.org.